Hello, it's Jennifer Chadwick, and I am just coming to you today to talk about a couple oils that are going to help support your muscular system and your skeletal system. So last video I talked to you about copaiba, which was really good to help with any type of overall wellness, and if you had inflammation or pain, that this was a good oil. So this oil is going to kind of overlap into this video as well, and I'll get to that in a few minutes. So the first oil I want to talk about that came in your starter kit is Panaway. Panaway is a blend that has wintergreen, helichrysum, clove, and peppermint. So this one has a little bit different top on it, and it's the safety top, so you kind of have to push down to open it. And that is because it has wintergreen in it, and that's an FDA compliancy thing. So any oils that have wintergreen, you have to have the safety top. And a little bit of the science behind that is because not all companies that have wintergreen are true wintergreen. And anything with methyl salicylate, which is wintergreen, has to have the safety top, because some companies will put in artificial wintergreen, artificial methyl salicylate, and that can really hurt and burn people and do severe damage. So that is also a true methyl salicylate is a hotter oil on the skin. So we put a safety cap on it because of one that could just be something people want to be cautious with, but the FDA tells us we need to. So when using Young Living essential oils, because we use the purest essential oil, we only use real methyl salicylate. And that's something that you can always be 100% sure of, because we have the seed to seal guarantee. You don't ever have to second guess or doubt what kind of oils you're getting when you purchase from Young Living. So again, when I'm talking about how to use these oils, you always want to make sure that you use Young Living essential oils with the guidelines I'm giving you, because I'm not familiar with other companies, and I know for sure that if you're going to purchase them from a grocery store or even a health food store, they're not going to have the same purity and ethics and the quality and the processing that Young Living does. So with Panaway, this is a really good one for any type of physical discomfort, good for supporting your muscular and skeletal system. So if you have any type of a discomfort that you may be experiencing, Panaway is really good for that, because this has oils in it that help support a healthy circulation. This would be great, because when you have a type of injury, you want to get the blood flowing, you want to support circulation to that area, because circulation is going to promote what you want there to get things going. So this is good before and after exercise also, because it helps kind of loosen up things, your muscles, your joints, and whatnot. This, sometimes people like to dilute because the oils in here are a little warm on the skin. I have never found the need to dilute. I like that feeling. But if you are wanting to be kind of a thrifty mama or a thrifty person, you can dilute. That is not going to cause them to go dilute down the oils, the purity of the oils. What it will do is just kind of slow down the absorption rate into your skin. So a really good way to dilute would be coconut oil. Some people like olive oil, jojoba, almond oil, and you could either just put a little bit in the palm of your hand and then add 1 or 2 drops of this oil, or some people like to have it mixed up already, so when they're going to use it, they can just go ahead and either, scoop a little bit out and put it onto where they need it, or you can get a pump and mix it up like that if you prefer the liquid. And there's even fractionated coconut oil now, which is the liquid coconut oil, and it doesn't set up. I know that Walmart sells that in the baking aisle, and you can even order a really nice organic fractionated coconut oil off of Amazon. So you could just mix that up and it would help. So if you are someone that is fair-skinned and you tend to react more easily to like the sun, things like that, you may want to test something like this out first on a little area of like the inside of your arm to see how you react, because this could be an oil that may react more warmly on your skin. If you are somebody that works in a really toxic environment with a lot of toxic chemicals on a daily basis, sometimes oils react more readily to your skin because they're drawing out the toxins. So if you work, like say, with in a hairdresser, if you're working in a chemical shop, every single day with chemicals, if you work in a cleaning environment with cleaning supplies, kind of those kind of things. Essential oils, you're not really going to be allergic to them, but you may be having a toxic reaction with them drawing out your toxins. So those kind of things, you may want to dilute them down just to slow down the absorption rate into your body. So Panaway is good for any type of physical discomfort. So if you have maybe even had some sort of medical procedure done and you just want to apply something topical to that area, this is going to help with that. It's going to help, one, with the way your body recovers, and two, it's going to help with the physical discomfort. So I also use this one in times when I may have like a physical just areas in my body where, after a long day, or if I've been traveling and I sat kind of in the car for a long time and I'm stiff and sore, this is a really good one. Or if my husband comes home and I want to give him a back massage after work, this is a good one. And again, I would use a carrier oil to help just spread it out evenly on his back. So Panaway is great. The next one is peppermint, and this one, dropped it. You don't want to do that. Peppermint is just an everyday great one that we use. We keep this one on hand all the time because this is so good for so many things. So this one feels really good on the skin, and this one also helps just with that warming sensation. It supports healing. It's just very good for, again, applying it topically to those areas that you may need it, along, not too close to the eyes, but up along the hairline, the neck, if, your shoulder, your back, anywhere that you want to. This is also really good with the Vitality line. If you wanted to make it into a tea, 1 drop of our peppermint is equal to about 26 cups of store-bought peppermint tea because it is very potent. Again, very pure. This is good for opening up respiratory issues. This is good for promoting healthy digestion. You apply it topically. You could just put a drop on your hand or 2 drops, rubbing it topically. I start about the rib cage and I rub downward. So that's really good if you don't, want to take it internally, or you could put it in a capsule and take it internally. I also add this to my water daily just because I enjoy the flavor with nothing else. I just 1 or 2 drops in my glass water bottle. And this is really good for somebody that may be having issues with the everyday digestion issues. If you're you kind of get that, someone that may have that feeling of discomfort. I can't say the words because of FDA, but that feeling that some people get right here, or it kind of starts in the stomach and it works its way up, and it's that discomfort, and they eat those chalky over-the-counter things. So I think you kind of can connect the dots and know what I'm saying. This is a really good one because this helps with helping digestion, and it helps take that feeling away. So there are kind of 2 schools of thought on digestion and what things your body needs. So if we're not putting enough live food into our body, then our body's not able to digest the processed food that we eat, the cooked foods. So when you are using peppermint or things along those lines that help support a healthy digestion, then your body is able to produce the enzymes that it needs to break down those foods. So peppermint is one of those oils that is going to help your body produce enzymes, I believe, to help produce the foods. That's going to then help you break down those foods and help alleviate that uncomfortable feeling that sometimes we get after a meal that rises up, and we get that. And I believe that some people get that burning, rising feeling because they don't have enough digestive enzymes to process their foods, when in fact they're being told they have too many. Maybe some people do have too many. I'm not a doctor, but this is just kind of some things that I've researched in my own time, in my own, things in my family. So I would really just tell you to do your own research and really look at these things. But if you have an ongoing problem with digestion and you are having that feeling, it could possibly be that maybe your diet is not the best. Maybe you're not eating enough live foods, and maybe you're not having enough digestive enzymes to help your body break down what you have in there. So maybe you need to look at some things like essential zymes 4, and eating more raw foods in your diet that could help process that. And peppermint would be really good to help with that. So another thing that's really good in healing and feeling wonderful for our body is Stress Away. This is kind of like a vacation in the bottle. This has copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, acacia, and lavender. And so not only does it smell wonderful, but it feels really nice. This is great after a really long day. This is good in a bath if you want to add it to some Epsom salt. Some people will apply it topically. Sometimes I'll use this as my perfume because I like the smell versus like a store-bought synthetic smell. And this is also really nice to apply to areas in our body that may be stiff and sore. Again, if you've had any type of procedure done, maybe you have just a sore muscle, you could massage this into that area or ask someone to do that for you. So this is a really nice one. All of your starter kits came with that little metal filament roller top. This is a good one. I like to put my roller top on my Stress Away tops, so then you can just unroll it and just roll it onto that area. So that's a really good one to put on for here. So Stress Away is great. I even add it to my water because it tastes really good. It's just really good in that area too. So back to copaiba. Copaiba was in the Stress Away. Copaiba is a driver. It helps other oils drive into our body and get into the cells and into where they need to go faster. So if you have an area that needs the oils faster and you're trying to maybe layer on a couple oils and you want them to help do their job better, you might want to use a little less of them, and you're trying to help maybe repair something. You're trying to get something, feeling better. So maybe I just had a medical procedure done, or maybe I'm trying to alleviate having a medical procedure and I want to just feel my best because I know that I can do better. I'm going to maybe use 1 or 2 drops of Panaway on a certain area, and then I'm going to use 1 drop or 2 drops of copaiba on top of it. I would rub one in and then I would rub the other one on top of it, and this is going to help that oil get in faster and do its job. So this is going to help feel really good. This is going to support a healthy muscular and skeletal system, and it's going to just really help the cells do what they need to do for a healthy muscular and skeletal system. And this is also supporting overall wellness. Again, it's going to take away the inflammation that may be there. And so together they're working hand in hand, and that's what the oils are meant to do. So those are some of the oils that came in your kit that I was just hoping I could help maybe answer some questions and help you use to the best of your ability. If you have any more questions, I hope you feel free to message me or reach out to me in any way possible. And I hope you're having a really great week, starting off well. I would like to give you guys a little goal, maybe pick 2 oils that you may not have used yet or you don't use regularly out of your kit. Maybe take them out, put them somewhere on your kitchen counter or your bathroom counter, maybe even your dresser, so you see them, and maybe just make it a goal to try to use them this week. Take the lids off, even if it's just smelling them, putting them on the bottom of your feet before you get dressed, or at nighttime before you go to bed, just put them on the bottom of your feet. 2 oils. I challenge you to use those 2 oils this week. Message me if you will. Tell me what 2 oils you're using. Tell me if you like them. If you don't like them, what you're noticing different. I would really like to hear from you. And have a great week, guys. Bye.